Hey everyone, welcome to part 2 of the Banff Springs Hotel investigation. This part of the episode will be following me around my daytime explorations of the hotel, giving you guys my first impressions and kind of giving you guys the lay of the land. And yeah, hope you enjoy it. Okay, so it's the afternoon before my solo investigation. Haven't really felt much, wandering around during the day so far. But one of the areas is just up on top, that mezzanine area. There's like a bar up there. Kind of feels like there's a lot of activity, so I'm gonna check that out more. This is one of the sitting areas, and then through in here, I don't know what's going on with this, but it looks like another reception area, like with desks and stuff in here. But there's really nothing going on in there right now, so I don't know if this was just closed off because of COVID, because there's a bunch of areas in the hotel that are closed off because of COVID, but it looks like another like reception check-in sort of area. Kind of has a feeling of something you'd pull up to in a carriage back in the old days, It's got like a really cool ceiling and gazebo type of feeling to it. This whole place is just so unique, so cool. I'm gonna go back in here and just go back up to the second level there, just to give you kind of a closer look at that bar area that I'm talking about. Oh, and the pool tables, they got closed off because of COVID too, which sucks, because that would have been nice. I love playing pool, but c'est la vie. Yeah, so up here is where this bar area is that kind of feels like it's got some different energy to it. So it's closed off because of COVID too, of course. And then that goes down into some more guest rooms. It's another hallway. This place is like a maze. There's just hallways and different rooms and stuff everywhere. It actually took us a little bit of time to find where the heck our room was, and like the concierge at the front desk had to really go into a lot of detail to explain to us how to get to our room. I gotta be kind of careful. That's why I put my camera down, because there's other people wandering around. I'm trying not to film anybody if I can help it. I don't like to film people too much without talking to them first, of course, but sometimes you can't help it. Sometimes people just get in the way. You can see there's antiques like everywhere, just everywhere. And this ceiling, even just in this little alcove area, is very ornate. It's nuts. So this goes into a little arched walkway that takes you from one section to the other. So I'm gonna go across there and have a look. That's the courtyard area. Overlooks the mountains. It's just so beautiful here. I love this place. I'm definitely coming back. I only got spent a couple nights here this time, but I'd like to come and spend a little bit longer and take it all in. Do some hiking and stuff. Didn't have time for that this time around. It's just beautiful here though. As you can see, obviously. I'm just gonna go down into this area here and around through some guest rooms and check out some more stuff. Local art everywhere. This is another area. We came here last night into one of these little meeting rooms. I think it was that one there. We signed up for a craft night, me and my son, and we got to make bath bombs. Never made bath bombs before, so... Oh, actually, I think it was this room. Maybe. That looks familiar. But yeah, check out that ceiling. How cool. But yeah, we learned how to make bath bombs, and I was probably the oldest one in the room, and I made the biggest mess, so that was good. This here is Mount Stephen Hall, so we couldn't come in here last night because there was a wedding going on in here, and you can see they haven't quite finished cleaning up after the wedding. Normally, according to the front desk, this area is all filled with antique furniture and couches and stuff, but they're still cleaning up from the wedding. You can see the folding tables still out from the wedding and stuff, but I mean, it's just incredible. Like, you feel like you're in a medieval castle. It's just phenomenal. And there's a mezzanine area up on top. I'm gonna go up there after, but I mean, wow. It's just beautiful. And like the sculptures and the stained glass everywhere, the sconces on the walls, like the suit of armor, it's just, I'm in my element. I just love it. And the other thing that I really love about this hotel is there is like a grand piano around every corner in this place. And I'm a piano player. I love playing the piano. So it was very hard not to sit down and play one because you're not allowed. You have to ask permission. But yeah, this guy creeps me out a little bit. I don't know who that is, but... And of course, then they have all, COVID signs in some places that kind of ruin the ambiance of the place. Like that thing. But, ooh. Owl. I love owls. It's a place after my own heart. For anybody that's read my books in the Legions of Lilith series, you know that owls are a big part of that. That's an old mailbox system where they'd send letters throughout the hotel, which is really cool. And these elevators, they've given them a very antique look too, even though it's modern fitting, it still looks like it's antique. So that's kind of nice. Yeah, stupid COVID signs ruining the view. Of course, they're necessary, but I still hate them. So I'm just going to go back into the hall now. And there's one of the grand pianos I was talking about. Walk over there and check that out. Oh, look at the little squirrels. I didn't notice that before. Geez, it must have been so hard to carve those out of solid marble. That's talent. I'd definitely get like halfway through and break the head off of it or something if I was trying to do that. Yeah, what a perfect spot for a piano. That's so cool. I can just imagine the acoustics in this place must be incredible. If you were to have the piano going and somebody singing, it'd just echo. It'd be so cool. If you ever get to this part of the world, to my neck of the woods, and you're looking for something to add to your itinerary, you definitely have to put Banff Springs Hotel on the list. I didn't spend a lot of time in the actual town of Banff because it was way too crowded and way too busy. If you're like me and you don't like big crowds and a lot of people, you probably want to avoid the town. Um, but the Banff Springs Hotel is incredible. And of course, the area around here, the mountains and all the lakes and stuff are just beautiful. There's all sorts of hiking and biking trails and lake tours and fishing, guided fishing tours you can book. And of course, in the wintertime, huge ski area. I've never been a winter sports type of person myself, but if you're into that, it's really good skiing here. This place is open year round, so you can come in the wintertime and go skiing and snowshoeing and all that kind of stuff. And I guess they do a really big deal sort of thing for Christmas, and they set up a huge Christmas tree right here in Mount Stephen Hall, right in that corner right there. But yeah, look at all the antiques, like just laying around everywhere. And the nice thing is, like, everybody respects the antiques that are set out throughout the hotel and definitely, look at them like a museum, and they don't mess with them and touch them and stuff. So, hey everybody, there's me wandering around with my mask on, which I don't overly enjoy, but it's necessary. Definitely have to take a breather in a little out of the way corner sometimes to get some fresh air, though, that's for sure. Just so cool. If you didn't know better, you would think that you're in a medieval castle looking at that shot right there. So down over here, this is the wine bar. It's closed right now. But yeah, you can go in there and do wine tasting and all sorts of stuff. So down over in here is another area of the hotel that's kind of got a lot of energy. This is part of the wine bar. They got it closed off. Yeah, we'll make our way over to where I'm talking about after I kind of give you a little glimpse of the bar area. This is a two-tiered lounge slash bar, whatever you want to call it, over in here. I'm not going to get too much for shots because it's packed with people. And I don't want to get any close-ups of any other guests or anything, but yeah, there's 2 levels and it's just huge. So, and they make really good margaritas. Yeah. So this place, I have a feeling that tonight I'm gonna get a lot of evidence out of this hall right here. I don't know what this is called, but it's just a big wide open hall, and it's got some heavy atmosphere to it. It's beautiful though. Very, very beautiful. And the view cannot be beat. I mean, look at that. I'm so lucky to live in this corner of the world. I don't think I'll ever take it for granted. And there's the money shot. Proudly Canadian, yes I am. Now this fireplace down here is so awesome. I was asking them when I checked in if they actually light these fires in these fireplaces, or if they're just ornamental, and they actually do light fires in the wintertime. How cool would that be? Come here in the winter and just sit around a roaring fire on a fireplace that huge. That mantle, 7 feet, it's over my head, 7 feet tall. It's hard to tell in the video, but it's massive. Now this door over here, don't know what that goes into, if it's locked or whatever. But that is the bride's staircase right there, that she apparently fell and broke her neck down. I'm just gonna check, see if this is open. No, it's locked. Okay. Yeah. So we'll keep going down this way. Now this stone over here, there was a wedding in here. This is the Cascade Ballroom, which apparently is where the ghost bride is sometimes seen dancing. And this is where her wedding would have been held. So let's see if it's unlocked, if we can check it out or not. I have a feeling it might, yeah, it's locked, and the conservatory is locked too. Damn it. Okay. Well, I guess I don't get to see that this trip. That's too bad. They must still be cleaning up. Must have been a rowdy wedding last night. So we'll just go ahead and head down the staircase. So this staircase, when you go down it, it leads you to the dining hall, like the fancy restaurant downstairs. And so it was said that she was walking down these stairs to meet her groom, and she either tripped on her train and fell and broke her neck, or she had her dress catch on fire, because right where that railing is, it used to not be there, and it used to be just lined with like candles, tall candles on sconces apparently. And it said that possibly the dress got caught on fire with one of those, and they have a plaque at the bottom of the stairs here that kind of tells her story and stuff. And she has a commemorative coin and stamp that was made of her that's actually in that frame as well. So we have a worker coming down the stairs, so I'm just pointing it away from him. So for a second, till he's gone, there he goes. And that's the stairs. So I'll have to check this out later tonight too. I don't feel anything here though. This is another part of the hotel. They've got all over the place, they've got these little alcoves, I guess you could call them, with different artifacts and stuff in them, which is kind of cool. And I didn't film this part, but there is a hallway. It's like a shopping mall that's just dedicated to different shops and stores and the art gallery and stuff. I didn't film that, but there is that here as well, and there's people. We went, this is the main dining hall, and we went there last night for supper, and this is where the back of those stairs come down to the back of a little private dining area. The food was okay. For what we were charged, I expected it to be better than what it was. It was just okay. I would say that, I mean, if you were to go to Boston Pizza, you could get the same quality of food from there. So I was a little disappointed with that. This is the Tap House. It's another restaurant, or sorry, the Chop House. It's another restaurant in the hotel. We never went to that one, but and a lot of the restaurants are excuse me, they are reservation only, unfortunately. That's the lobby. that goes down into the lobby. And then over here is where the museum is. So if you went down these stairs, it'd take you down into the lobby. And then just back towards the back is where the little museum is that has all the pictures and the artifacts of the hotel history and stuff. Because a lot of tourists come here just to check the hotel out and come see the museum and check out the shops and stuff, but they don't actually stay here. So, like, it got a lot quieter. Like, it's a lot quieter now than when we first checked in earlier in the day yesterday. Once it gets towards, because it's close to supper time right now, like once it gets closer towards the later evening, it really quiets down in here. Like if I had tried to film anything before lunchtime, let's say, like there's no way I could have, because there's just people everywhere. But yeah, it's quite expensive, of a place to stay. So, hi, there I am. So there's a lot of people that do just come and check it out, and then they stay somewhere else in the actual town of Banff. That's probably a quarter of the price, but I'd rather spend the extra money and be able to come and stay here. That is so cool that Marilyn Monroe stayed here. Just tons of pictures and history, and I spent a lot of time in here yesterday just reading everything, and it's pretty cool, some of the history and the guests and stuff that have been here. It's like walking in the footsteps of some of the greatest people in history, in our modern history anyways, I guess you could say. Very cool. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed part 2 of the Banff Springs Hotel investigation. This episode will be in 3 different parts just because there is so much content. Part 3, which will be the actual late night investigation with all the spooky stuff that everybody loves, will be up very shortly. It'll either be tonight or early tomorrow morning. So make sure you check that out, set notifications so you see right away when it drops.